I kind of wish there was a place to go that's not home. If I stay home, I have to manage shoveling and snow and watching for my car, whether or not it's going to get towed. So there's my spot over there. Oh, it's snowball snow too. You can tell the type of snow it is. Perfect snowball. All right, let's get out of here. Woo! That was actually a little kind of hard to get out. It's like a foot deep out here. I'm so glad I have a nice truck. I think my door's open. Emergency brake debacle. Jeez, back in the drunken days of yore. Yes, that's right. When you're a drunk, you drive drunk. So 3 drunk people in the car couldn't figure out how to get up a hill, like in the snow. I can't even remember who it was. It wasn't me. The driver, oh, I know who it was, my friend, could not understand why the car wouldn't go. And we like pushed like crazy up this hill in the snow. And when we almost got to the top, he realized he had the emergency brake on. So just making a terrible snowstorm situation even harder. And then later on in that trip, we slid in the ice right up to a truck, like that was plowing, like right up to a plow, and we almost bashed into him, like the same trip. And also the same trip, like 3 other major disastrous things happened to us. It was so bad. We never should have gone out drinking in the snowstorm. I got my trusty camera in case there's any mishaps on the road. I will capture it. And I think I'm gonna go into Northampton and not over the hill. I almost just went over the big hill, which is my usual route to the bank and grocery store. I like to go to East Hampton, but I could always take this road and it's the same amount of time to get to Northampton. So I think it's straighter, flatter. So no mountain, we'll just do this. And I've also got something on my, snow, right there. I have a little, I'll show you. So when I press this button, you can see snow. I don't know if that actually showed. I'll do it one more time just in case that didn't show. And so it's just gonna be a whiteout and pretty. So my neighbor got a snowplow. Is it called a snowplow? No, snow blower. So my neighbor got a new snow blower and he's helping me with my sidewalk responsibilities, which is very nice. Well, this is exciting. I'm finally out of the house. I think I stretched this one almost a week and a half since I went out. And the last time I went out, I just went to like one store and then came home. That I even have ventured around or done anything different at all. Even doing my banking, I could even write myself a check for the bank from my business. Like I have to write myself a check every pay period. I could even deposit that through my phone at home. I don't even need to do this and go to the bank. I've got to go out and get food occasionally, so I've got to go out. And I have a return for a store. Ooh, that's a cool house. Look at that. I mean, I would never paint my house like that, but it stands out in kind of a cool way right now. But people have definitely around here started putting up their Christmas decor, and there are some really like ritzy houses in the area. You see over there, it's sort of like college professor, adjunct professor houses, you know, double income, one's a professor, one's a lawyer type situation. Those are, and then of course family money from the past, because these are old houses. So that's where these people come from who can afford these things. There was a chance that in my life I could have afforded something like that, but I never really went that route. It's real. It's like, feels like it's getting wetter. I wonder if it's going to turn to rain. I don't think it can, because it's pretty cold out. It's going to stay about between 28 and 32 Fahrenheit. Wonder how they're doing in upstate New York and how Crumble's doing. And Ogo, Andrew up in Canada. Wonder what kind of weather they're getting. I haven't checked out the larger scale radar map yet, so I don't know the situation. Okay, I'll check back in a little bit. I'm just gonna try to concentrate on driving in this. It's not too bad so far. Just waiting for the mood to strike. Come on. It's like a mood that entails having a good amount of energy. So let's go take some meds. Maybe I'll feel better then. I'll feel like all artistic and inspirational, you know, a little manic. I need a little manic. So I got all my newts down here, all pretty well organized. I don't think I'll need Langbionite for a bit. Could use that pretty soon, especially for the pepper. And kelp meal, yes please. I'll have some kelp meal and some vegetable garden. Ooh, blood meal down there. Yeah, that should go in an initial soil mix with worm castings and some bone meal a little bit, and what else do we put in there? You know, the initial stuff. Perlite. I got the perlite too. It's downstairs. You can look up so many different kinds of recipes and mixes for your soil mix, depending on what you're starting with. Like if you're starting with an empty Pro Mix, a bag of Pro Mix, or a more nutrient enriched Ocean Forest Fox Farm, which is what I have. And here's what we got going on. This one is still being a little bugger. I need this green from the leaves to... It really got covered in Langbionite, and I feel like the lack of green is making it difficult for this plant to photosynthesize. I'm gonna maybe get some water down in here too. It's going to live, but it's struggling just a tad here. It's totally dry. Don't think I'm overwatering. I'm not. This container is completely dry. And it's a cloth container. See how light that is? And it's been about 90 degrees in here all night long. So these are dried out from that. And it's also on a heat map. So this thing's probably at 100 degrees in here. Let's get that covered up again. So it looks like I exposed some of the green. Hopefully that helps. And this one, still nothing going on in here. I don't think I'm gonna get anything coming up in here. It's been too long. Oh, it's right by the fan, sorry. I'm not gonna do this right now because of that fan. It's too loud. But you can see basically what's going on, right? Yeah, everything just needs some water. And look at that freaking tomato still curling up like that. No, so let's get us some more water and see if it perks up a little bit. Onto the light. I'm going to read through the instructions and then I'll come back so that we can hang it. This is the heavy part. This thing weighs about 2 pounds. Probably the same weight as this almost. This is pretty light. Hopefully, we'll get a little bit more of a clue in here. Okay, it looks like some hanging apparatus there. Hopefully you don't need MarsHydro bars, but I'm sure it's compatible for all tents. They know we mix and match over there, MarsHydro. There's the plug that goes to it, and then here's some rigging for hanging it. Great. You all know how much I love to read directions. We've talked about it. Oh, I just opened it and I think I blinded myself already. It's charts. You love to see a good chart when you open it up. And then a dimmer knob pointed out where the dimmer knob is, and it's good to know. Oh, there's some QR codes right here. If you want to check them out. No, I've never gotten MarsHydro before. This is the very first MarsHydro thing. I got it because of price. There was somewhat of a sale, I guess, like a Black Friday sale. All the Black Friday sales were probably prices that we would have seen normally less than a year ago. that everything got jacked up, and then they lowered it for the sale to back to what it was originally. You know what I mean? So I don't think anyone got the greatest of deals this Black Friday, but I got a little bit of a deal. And I tried 2 different Gromi codes, and neither one worked. So Gromi's out there with your codes for your different products. Go to your links and make sure that the links still work, because a lot of your links don't work. 123 Fat Buds, I noticed a couple of your links don't work. And oh, even the support me link on yours, that's not working. So try to get that one good again, because you need people, you have a link there, but it doesn't work. So everyone double check your promo codes and your links that are in your descriptions, because sometimes they get cut off somehow. It doesn't lead to the same page that it used to. Things like that happen. It's happened to my own links as well, I noticed. You know, I click on them and I'm like, it doesn't go there anymore. Double check that for yourself. And I'm gonna read this. I'll probably go through and clean out the lights in here, and then I'll show you what I've done. I'm gonna like sort of take them down and wash them, and then hang up this nice new clean good one. Shiny new clean good light. Okay, there we go. I did not clean the room before making this, so excuse any messes you might see in the background. Just plugged it in. There it is. I can read this up close here. Oh, I really can't see it that well. Okay, FC2000, 300 watts plus 5%. Okay, suitable for operation in ambient, not exceeding 40 degrees Celsius. Suitable for damp locations, not suitable for intra-canopy applications. Use light under regulation voltage, is it? Regulated voltage. I'm gonna turn it up. Plants don't look like they're lit up enough, but I'm gonna use my little reader, my light reader here. I haven't really looked into this company, but I do like it because I just turn it on. It's got all these functions for experts, but then the simple function for me, which is turn it on. Ooh, that's a lot of lux. That's a lot of lux. 600? 600 all the way down there. How is that even possible? It doesn't even look that bright. At this level, because I haven't turned it up yet. Look, that's up. I've got it turned all the way up, and now I'm getting a 200 reading. This one, I turned it off and then back on. Maybe that'll help. Okay, 200. Oh boy, I got 19 down here again, but it is all the way up. So let's see what we can get a difference. Turn it all the way down. 400. Itself looks so dim, but I'm getting a high reading, which would be good. That would mean I could keep it lower, but it's getting the proper amount of lux. So look how dim that is. That's crazy. How could that be the amount that I need? It's a little bit kind of crooked somehow, or tipping for some reason. Oh, I think it's just a little bit lower over there. That's why they're only hanging on to these. It's better than those 3 lamps. It looks a lot cleaner in here. I had 1, 2, 3 in this tent.